Well, this is the closest Johnny football would get to the field. Yep. Hey. They lost 9 straight season openers, tied for the longest losing streak in NFL history. Big Ben, he's calling it in. He's like 17-1 all time against
That's
Cleveland.
my dog there.
Man, yeah. Antonio Brown Lee is off the chain.
Grown man. Man, you said Brown Lee?
Antonio Brown Lee is what we're going to call him right now.
Well, watch Roethlisberger keep the play alive, and then Brown beating the Pro Bowler Joe Hayden.
Look at that, man.
Oh, look at what I just said, cornerbacks. When the quarterback scrambles to get out of the pocket, lock on to your receiver and do not look back.
Since that kid took over as the #1 receiver and Pittsburgh lost Mike Wallace, we questioned what he could do.
Watch this.
He could do all of this.
Brown
he is Antonio Brown Lee.
Now, the flag was thrown because of unnecessary roughness, and Spencer Lanning's wondering, okay.
Man, yeah, that's like he's Bruce.
He got caught in the mid. He was trying to jump over him.
But what you
realized he couldn't get over him.
But what you tell your son when he asks you where I'm
Well, this is how that drive finished. Le'Veon Bell, Marshall.
Listen, it's a bad boy. Le'Veon Bell, he brings a dimension to this offense that they've been missing for a while. Since Fast Willie Parker.
He got some shakes, though.
Yes,
Steelers were up 27-3 at the break, but the Browns ran all over him in the second half. Terrence West.
See, this is not the Pittsburgh Steelers defense that we've come to know and love. They've fallen, and they can't get up.
The rookie ran for 100 in his NFL debut. Then Brian Hoyer keeping Johnny football on the bench. Hit Travis Benjamin.
Boy, from the U right there. I lost one 88 clubber in Akeem Mix. I found me another guy. That guy's there from the U too.
Well, guess what? We are now tied at 27, but Big Ben with a chance. Under 30 ticks to go. Roethlisberger to Marcus Wheaton. He caught 6 passes all last year. He caught 6 on Sunday. They go down, they clock it. Kyle Shanahan, like Penton, wondering can Sean Squeeze him at least help us out and miss one, but he
squeezed it in there.
41 yards, and the Steelers beat Cleveland yet again. But this is very much like the Broncos game against the Colts.
Down in Baltimore between these two division rivals before the game, remembering 9/11, emotional moment for everyone. John Harbaugh, Ben Roethlisberger, 10-5 in his career against the Ravens. First quarter, Roethlisberger in trouble, sacked by Bill Courtney Upshaw.
Hey, I agree with Prime Time. That was a bad call. Yeah. That was a great
passer
hit by Upshaw.
It was what was called. Let's take another look.
Man, what are you going to do here? Listen, his head is up. Folks at home, you know, you kind of look at the crown of the helmet. That head, because of the shoulder pads in the helmet, it can't raise any more than that.
So they get a fresh set of downs, and 9 plays later, Roethlisberger to
Way to hold on to
Brown.
The ball, bro.
A little shaken up on the play. He would lead, but he would come back, finish the game with 90 yards receiving.
I was surprised there wasn't a penalty thrown on this one. Well, I mean,
it was all shoulder.
Yeah, it was all shoulder. I saw a couple later in the game, too, that were all shoulder as well.
All right, so Brown leads the game.
Is special. Yes.
He's
special.
No doubt about that. A couple of plays later on 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger to Justin Brown.
Now that Brown, on the other hand,
didn't have such a night.
He's going to have a special meeting tomorrow with Mike Tomlin. You can't come in and turn the football over when the Pittsburgh Steelers are driving the score.
Recovered by D'Angelo Tyson. So here comes Joe Flacco.
That man again. Get him, senior. Get him, senior. It's raining flags.
Well, that one was a face mask.
Well, they can't get him down. That's the problem.
Grown man strength.
That's how that is.
Allen swagger, doesn't he?
With the face mask. After the 14-yard gain. So 10 plays later.
He's got some swagger too, Dan.
Well, that he does, and some guns. Flacco to
and a tight shirt.
Torrey Smith.
Great acting coming. We was watching this play in the green room. A lot of hand fighting. Then when Torrey Smith went to the ground, I mean, it's obvious. It's obviously a penalty.
Pass interference on Cortez Allen. So 1st and goal here. Flacco finds a wide open Owen Daniels for the touchdown. The Ravens jump out front, 7-0.
Busted coverage on the back end. Yeah. Watch Daniels right here. Nobody's picking him up. The linebacker got caught looking in the backfield on the play action. Owen Daniels runs free for the touchdown.
Yeah, Terrence Garvin bites on that play action.
Come on, Terrence.
So how did Le'Veon Bell do tonight? Remember, he's coming off that 197 yards from scrimmage game last week. Here he's in the 2nd quarter.
Tough running right here.
Ooh, sweet little spin move, too,
right up the middle, yeah. You wanted him to lower his shoulder and give punish somebody.
Listen, that's Elam. That's Matt Elam. So you kind of debone.
It was 1 against 4, though.
Well, hey, I like the odds.
Here he is, next play.
Oh, a little shovel. Brett Favre from Ben Roethlisberger.
There you go, Heath.
Yeah, C.J. Mosley can run, folks. It's official. That big linebacker is fast.
He was just freelancing, right? That wasn't a design.
Right, that drive would lead
Big
to
Ben at his best.
a
This
field
was
goal.
a design run right here, though.
Now watch this.
Look, you don't win that battle against a linebacker.
That's what I'm saying.
C.J. Mosley's going to win that battle more times than none.
Right, and that drive would end in a field goal, and that's the only 6 points that the Steelers would get. Here are the Ravens. Flacco.
Now, that was a good hit, too.
Troy, I'm sorry.
That was a good hit.
It was a great hit. It was a good hit.
All right, well, the refs don't think so. Unnecessary
Mike.
roughness.
You see the players turning to the side to try to deliver the shoulder, and he still get a penalty.
Listen, there is nothing to the head of Owen Daniels there. It's a shoulder pad, and the head is turned to the side. Troy, we feel for you, buddy.
2 plays later, 2nd and goal. And again, the penalty flags are out.
Hey, folks at home, I'm an offensive guy, and I can't stand the fact that flag was thrown. That is a good hit.
Mitchell should be irate.
All right, take a closer look.
Take a
Watch
close
his
look.
shoulder.
Shoulder. All shoulder.
I'm telling you, folks,
Can't
always
get any
watch
cleaner than that.
Watch the head of the offensive guy. If it doesn't ricochet back, it's not head-to-head contact.
All right, so that drive ends up with this.
Another breakdown.
Owen Daniels again.
Another breakdown on the secondary. Great play-action play. Seems like Troy got caught up in the play-action on that one.
So 17-6 at this point, Ravens. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Ben Roethlisberger to Heath Miller, who makes the catch, but C.J. Mosley causes the fumble. It's recovered by Mosley. The Ravens take over on the Steelers' 20, and
Not
that's
like
just
Heath Miller either.
No, it's really not. I hate seeing the mental errors by the veteran established players because those errors just seem to trickle downhill to the younger players. Very unlike Heath on this one.
Ravens win 26-6.
Regular season games. And so Ron Rivera and the crew, it's been another trying week for them as well. Big Ben and the Steelers. By the way, they've been outscored 50-9 in their last 6 quarters.
That's about to change.
Yeah, Hines Ward. You'll have all my records, Antonio Brown. Don't worry, he'll take them from me in a heartbeat. Big Ben looking for Marcus Wheaton, the second-year man. That looks like it's 6.
Nice play, man, on that back shoulder.
Except he stepped out of bounds first.
Barely, but this was a great throw in
I wish
anticipation.
you had a better angle to see, because you really can't tell.
Quarterbacks learn from this. Anticipate the route.
Steelers had to settle for a field goal and a 6-3 lead. Cam Newton and that Panthers offense challenged all night. He was sacked 3 times, this time by Steve McClendon.
We need to see the old Cam. He got to start getting out of that bucket.
He's still hurt a little bit right now, man.
8 plays later, Newton
Like that.
taking a knee to the head from the first-round pick, Ryan Shazier. That kid can run, by the way.
That looked like it hurt.
Cam a little dinged up.
It hurt like right now. It's hurt.
That's a legal hit, but that don't feel too good, I'm guessing.
Big ground.
3rd quarter, Shazier out with a knee injury. It's 3rd and 15 for that Panthers O. Newton hit by Jarvis Jones. He fumbles. Jason Worlds recovers. Jones, however, injured on the play, left with a bad wrist. They look at it as they do with each and every turnover, but that is a clear fumble. First Panthers turnover of the season. Ensuing Steelers drive, 4th and 4. They're going to go for another field goal. But Wes Horton, what are you doing?
This is the kind of stuff that drives a head coaching stuff crazy.
Offside, so fresh set of downs for the black and gold, and then it's Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. If he's not like a top 4 receiver in the league, I don't know who is right now, guys.
Well, he was number 2 last year. Reception and yards.
Antonio Brown going off.
10 catches, 90 yards, a couple of scores. 19 straight games, he's caught at least 5 passes. Best among all active players. And look at the tippy toe in the corner of the end zone. You saw the 2 injuries earlier. This one, a veteran, Ike Taylor, broken arm on the play.
Praying for you, Ike.
Getting a little love from his leader and Mike Tomlin on the way out.
Ike's a good dude, man.
Panthers drive would end in a field goal. But how about Le'Veon Bell?
Let's go with it.
He good chasing it.
Alvin Harper.
He should just veer
Roman
off.
Harper.
Roman just need to veer
That was
off.
Thomas Day who caught it.
Yeah, but Roman like his hands are about to bust at any moment.
81 yards on that one. Longest Steelers run since Frenchie Fuqua 44 years ago.
Frenchie.
And then it's Antonio Brown again. There's a penalty for defensive holding, by the way. This one turned it into a lapper for Big Ben and the crew. Fourth quarter, Steelers lead cut down to 10. But Billy Brown, what are you doing? Billy Brown, what are you doing?
Oh.
Dropped it twice.
Oh, Billy.
Robert Golden recovers, and the Steelers get a special teams touchdown.
Come on, just fall on the ball, man. There goes right there. That's right after a big touch.
Today from earlier today, James Harrison back in a Steelers uniform after getting signed this week. Good thing for Steelers fans. Mike Glennon making a start for the injured Josh McCown. Glennon to Mike Evans, falling down but still makes the catch. Bucs on top 7-0
Yeah,
early.
we saw that a few times in college. Outstanding concentration and ball skills right here by Mike Evans. Be able to secure that ball with one hand. That's what he did in college.
Cortez Allen on the coverage there. The catch looks even better in slow motion. This guy always looks good. Antonio Brown on the touchdown catch here from Ben Roethlisberger. Called for unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration. I enjoyed it. Second quarter, it's tied at 10. Second and 13 of the Bucs 27 for the Steelers. Here's Roethlisberger to Brown.
How is that not offensive pass interference?
Are you serious?
Just a little bit.
That was a big shove by Antonio Brown, but they don't see it. He gets the touchdown. The Steelers on top 17-10. Poor Alteron Werner on that play. In the third quarter, here's Glennon lobbing it up for Evans. Whoa. It's like an alley-oop, right? When you have a receiver that tall, just throw it up, he'll go get it.
The Buccaneers, right? That's what they call themselves.
Yep.
It is a basketball team on the outside.
Great catch, though, by the Rook. First and goal for the Bucs. A couple of plays later, Doug Martin would get the touchdown. This is Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown, who throws it over to Le'Veon Bell for a pickup of 17 yards. Some trickeration by the Steelers.
Antonio Brown can do everything. Oh, don't put your hand up. He didn't like that. He didn't like that first down. I don't think I've ever seen anybody pull anybody's hand down trying to celebrate a first down. That was awesome.
4 plays later, Heath Miller on the receiving end of the touchdown. Steelers up 24-17. But it was far from over. In the fourth, Mike Evans out with a groin injury. Bucs have the ball. Second and goal here. Glennon to Lewis Murphy. Can't make the catch.
He'll make up for it.
And that he would. Foreshadowing, DJ. I like that.
I like to mix that in.
Bucs settle for a field goal. It's 24-20. Roethlisberger gives to Le'Veon Bell. Back to Roethlisberger to Brown. Oh, man. That could have been 6, but he drops the ball. Steelers
Don't see that much.
miss a chance to put it away. No. One of the best receivers in the game. Sure-handed, but this one off his fingertips. You can see Ben's reaction there. He's made you look good in the past, though, Ben. Can't blame him there for that one. Glennon throws to Austin Seferian. Jenkins in the end zone, unable, speaking English now, trying to make the grab. Second down for the Bucs. Ben's a little bit nervous, as he should be. Lovey, what are you dialing up? Glennon to Vincent Jackson.
Give your big guy a chance. 4th and 10. Just give him a chance. Put a little air under that thing. Take a little off. You got a size advantage. Got to give him a chance to make a play.
So the Steelers take over 3rd and 5 now with 1:35 on the clock. The Bucs are out of timeouts. They give it to Bell. He stopped for a loss of 3. The Steelers forced to punt. So the Bucs take over. 2nd and 10 from the Steelers 46. Just 35 seconds left. Remember that foreshadowing about Lewis Murphy? Here's what DJ was talking about. 41-yard gain here, LT.
Yeah, that was a nice throw by Mike Glennon.
First down for the Buccaneers. 15 seconds left. 12 seconds left now. Just throw it to Vincent Jackson 3 straight times. That's basically what they did. Jackson scores the touchdown. Fantastic catch. The Bucs take the lead for good. They win it 27-24. Second-year quarterback Mike Glennon passes for over 300 yards. Big Ben shaking his head. The Buccaneers get a much-needed win. Their first win of the season over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Congratulations,
Big
Lovey.
win for them.
All right, the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ben Roethlisberger, 32 years old, 11th year in the league. Blake Bortles, 22 years old, first year in the league. All right, second quarter now. Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, plenty of time, clean pocket, but scrambles. does what he does, scrambles and finds an open receiver. That's Antonio Brown, a 23-yard pickup. And the Steelers end the drive with a field goal. It's tied 3 apiece. Bortles on the ensuing Jaguars possession. How about this? Scrambling and then finds an open receiver. That'd be Allen Hurns, a 20-yard pickup, but hold the phone. Would not count due to a holding penalty. So 2 plays later, Bortles looking deep, near side, and it's intercepted by Cortez Allen. The pass intended for Allen Robinson. The Steelers now, Roethlisberger finds one of his old reliable targets, Heath Miller. A 27-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10 at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. Same drive, 3rd and goal from the 1. Roethlisberger rolls out, then finds Michael Palmer for the 1-yard touchdown. 10-play, 70-yard drive, and the Steelers lead 10-3. The Steelers are currently the 2nd most penalized team in the NFL, and here again, a lot of penalties. Just before the half, the Jaguars had no timeouts. Bortles went to spike the ball, but Troy Polamalu leapt over the top and then called for the offsides. It led to a Jaguars field goal. Then, in the 3rd quarter, this is a nice pickup by Lance Moore, a 26-yard gain, but he spiked the ball and was called for a delay of game penalty. Mike Tomlin and he had a not-so-happy chat about it. Next Steelers possession, Roethlisberger hits Antonio Brown for a 30-yard gain. It's the 21st straight game with 5 or more receptions for Brown. That's an NFL record. 4th quarter, same drive. Roethlisberger scrambles, but then it's Abry Jones who forces the fumble, and it's recovered by Andre Branch of the Jaguars. Roethlisberger, 26 of 36 for 273 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Ensuing Jaguars possession. Keep an eye on the Steelers' Bryce McCain. That would be a pick 6 for McCain. Bortles looking for Allen Hurns, and then that was McCain who read the eyes and got into the end zone. An old-school Steelers-type score, 17-9. They win and improve to 3-2.
Wrong with that
You
comment.
can't be losers with no kicker. You
Hey,
got
Big
nothing
Ben.
wrong with that. After you do nothing
Hey,
but kick
Big
the
Ben
ball.
make that same comment. We don't have a problem. Don't kill the
18-1
messenger.
all time against the
He
Browns.
lied.
The message
2nd
is
quarter,
right.
Brian Hoyer to Jordan Cameron, who's so wide open. He's got to call for like a fair catch on that.
That is a great game plan play.
Got it down to the 5, where Isaiah Crowell would then take it. This kid runs hard, LT.
He does run hard, man. He's hungry. That's what I like to say.
And none of
11
us thought
carries.
Hoyer would even be in there right now. So we got to give some love to Hoyer, man.
Well,
He is balling.
you can't on this throw to his Pro Bowl tight end. Look at this, dropping
He
it
is
in.
balling, man. Nice. Beautiful.
Brian Hoyer, the Cleveland kid, might be hanging on to that starting job for just a while. The
It's
only time
about
you
that
might see
time.
Johnny Manziel's in those commercials.
Take the
Send
people, the
Johnny
players
to
from
Dallas.
Pittsburgh out back and have to talk with them.
Here's the bad news. Alex Mackey never missed a play since being drafted in 2009.
Wow.
Broken ankle.
Praying
Looks
for
like
you,
it done
buddy.
for the year.
It's a good dude, man.
On to the 3rd. Big Ben looking for Heath Miller, gets tipped and then busts a screen, picking it off.
Yeah, they did not look at all like Pittsburgh today.
Pittsburgh ain't look like Pittsburgh all year.
Or maybe Cleveland just looked like Cleveland as Ben Tate had 2 touchdowns on the ground. The Browns have the same record as the Seattle Seahawks, and their 2 losses are by a combined 5 points. Just saying. Just saying.
At Heinz Field as we put a bow on week 7 of the 2014 NFL season. Jadeveon Clowney worked out before the game but would not play in the game, so J.J. Watt and that defense left to fend for themselves, trying to avoid that 3-game slide. Texans ball early on. Ryan Fitzpatrick to Alfred Blue, the rookie from LSU, bursting into the end zone, and Houston guys a good start, up 7-0.
Good day for colors today, brown and blue.
That's good. That's good. Whitney Merciless able to get to Roethlisberger, pressuring him. The ball gets loose. J.J. Watt just always happens to be around the football.
When you get to the ball, good things happen. That's what he does.
3rd fumble recovery of the season for Watt. And Houston, opportunistic guys early in this game. Fitzpatrick, penalty marker flies.
Take your shots down the field. Good things can
How
happen.
about that? Lawrence Timmons losing his lunch as he comes off the field. Steelers
That's a highlight. This is a big-time play right here.
17-3. Roethlisberger going deep, and that is about as good a throw as you can make.
A beautiful throw. Nice job by the rookie Martavis Bryant getting his feet down. He can add an explosive over-the-top weapon to complement Antonio Brown.
You know what I call that? Yep. Toe drag swag. For the second week in a row. Second week in a row.
Yes, First career touchdown for the rookie.
They want to deliver.
Ensuing Houston possession, Foster, the handoff, gets tackled for the loss. Steelers say Foster fumbled the ball. Play would be reviewed.
Jason Worrells gets his ball out right here.
So the ruling reversed, and the Steelers would take over. Very next play, Roethlisberger, the pitch.
Everybody has this play in their playbook, don't they? After a turnover. Nobody's calling it, though. Who knew Antonio Brown was left-handed?
I didn't. Yeah,
there you go.
Great
Find
point.
those things out. Lance Moore's happy recipient.
Steelers fired up as they take their first lead, and boy, did this game get away from the Texans in a hurry.
Talk about a risk paying off. They say scared money don't make money. They took a chance. Yeah. Big-time touchdown.
Lance Moore with the touchdown. Mike Tomlin loving it. 17-13, back from a 13-0 deficit. Ensuing Houston possession. Fitzpatrick, look who, the old warhorse, Brett Kiesel, the pick, returns it down to the 8.
This is a definition of a collapse right here, what we're watching. Right here. The ball bounces off Kiesel, then it's deflected off Timmons, and it's bounced right back to Kiesel. That's what you get for being in the league 16 years and having a great beard. It all comes back to you.
I mean, the only thing missing was the Barnum and Bailey's soundtrack for the Texans. I mean, this one was just a chorus of errors.
Yeah, and I think that's DJ Swearinger thinking Brian Cushing's supposed to go out with Le'Veon Bell, and that's Brian Cushing think DJ Swearinger's split. Nobody went out with Le'Veon Bell, long story short.
24 DJ, that's an inexcusable breakdown right there on the outside. You got to give credit to Roethlisberger. Quick thinking. He saw it, got the ball right to him, touchdown.
24 straight points. Houston trying to hold with their defense. Fourth quarter, Roethlisberger stepping up. Throws to Heath Miller, 7-yard gain. Flag on the play. A defensive holding would be called. Gives the Steelers a first down as J.J. Watt comes off the field.
Well, he falls awkwardly as he takes Ben to the ground. He gets up. He's kind of looking at the left shoulder right there. But he would be back in action pretty soon.
It would only miss one play. In fact, this is the very next play. Roethlisberger throws deep. Oh, Antonio Brown, so dangerous down the field.
Antonio Brown is making a point that he is one of the best receivers in this game. Not extremely tall, not extremely fast, but as far as football speed and making plays, this guy's showing up week to week. Oh, I love watching this guy.
Bill O'Brien would challenge that play. Would be ruled a catch. Steelers would tack on the extra points, up 27-16. Now Fitzpatrick trying to make the move. It's DeAndre Hopkins. Everything was just fine and dandy until they strip him. Troy Polamalu recovers. Mike Mitchell, the safety, making the play.
And Mike Mitchell's been a nice addition to this defense. They need to get faster, more athletic, and there you show him right here with the awareness to be able to rip that ball out.
He secured the tackle, DJ.
He secured the tackle. He got his left arm to secure that arm. Only has one hand on the ball and then rips it out. It's textbook.
It's tough. As a receiver, you want them to fight for extra yards, but as a young guy, you got to tell them to protect the rock.
Steelers would add a field goal, up 30-16. Next Houston possession, Fitzpatrick deep to Andre Johnson, 22 yards. James Harrison called for roughing the passer, 15 more yards added on. First and goal, Fitzpatrick to Foster, in for the touchdown. 7-point game at that point.
Got a chance.
Houston trying to avoid that third straight loss. Onside kick.
Can't kick it better than that.
No, you got exactly what you want. You got the bounce, the roll, it's loose. A lot of Texans had a chance if they were just a little more aware here to be able to come down with that ball.
And that ball's recovered at the 35. It took such a bounce backward. If they get the ball there, they have a minute and a half to go 35 yards to tie the game.
Put it in there.
Michael Palmer, the man who finally recovered the football, and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the 16th straight home appearance on Monday Night Football win it.
As promised, game day final getting started right now. It was the Steelers and the Colts. Andrew Luck has been playing out of this world. Ben Roethlisberger ready to break some records today. Roethlisberger getting things started early. Finds Marcus Wheaton for the 18-yard touchdown, and they're up 7-3. This would be a familiar theme for Roethlisberger normally on this day.
Man, Roethlisberger played, man, throwing that ball around.
Roethlisberger had all kinds of weapons. He was spreading it around, this time to Martavis Bryant, the big rookie wide receiver, and the Steelers up 14-3.
These receivers are taking on the attitude of Antonio Brown. He's unbelievable. These guys are going after it.
Andrew Luck going after it here, but William Gay says, The pick six, and the Steelers now up 21-3.
Walking that dog
Is that what they want?
Yeah. He may get a fine for that.
He walking. Yeah. He walking.
He walking somewhere.
He walking right on down.
Colts next drive. This time Luck finds his guy. I love what Dwayne Allen's been doing this year.
Perfect throw right there. More like the Andrew Luck we know and love.
Is that why you said that?
Yes. How did you know, LT?
I can just tell.
21-10 now. Roethlisberger again to Martavius Bryant, this time for 52 yards in the Steelers and Colts territory.
Man, give that guy credit right there. Martavius Bryant came, man. I'm telling you.
From?
Clemson.
Oh, Clemson. Now, there you go right there now.
Know where he from?
Man, that's a bad boy right there.
That young man right there is one of the premier receivers in this game. A classy young man and a great father. I love that kid.
I mean, he's off the chain, boy. Look at this man.
He's the most consistent receiver in football right now.
I agree.
He's had over 5 catches in 24 straight games. Ben Roethlisberger says, get off of me. I have some work to do.
You know he's going to get over it. You get being that time, 84 is going to win.
84 doesn't stop,
84
man.
84 practices just like that, full speed every route.
10 catches, 133 yards for Brown. In the third, Roethlisberger spreading the love. Heath Miller, some burst.
He ain't no burst, man. I think the referee was beating him down.
Hey, come on, man.
49-yard
Make
game,
that
first
cut.
and goal for the Steelers. Roethlisberger again to the big rook
Man,
out
they
of
found
Clemson.
They needed it. They needed him. They needed that big receiver that they can toss that ball up in the air. They have found him, and they are on their way.
Do we have a Darius Hayward Bay sighting? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did for just a minute, but he coughs it up. It's recovered by Mike Adams.
Great play by Darius Bell, understanding that the receivers would not punch that ball right out of there.
You know who else made an appearance today? Dante Moncrief. Hauling in a 31-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Luck. The Colts still trail 42-34. Roethlisberger knew he had some work to do.
Man, I thought it was over.
Not over yet, LT. He hands it to LeGarrette Blount, but Andy Studebaker getting in there, prying the ball loose and causing the fumble. The Colts will take it over at their own 5. LeGarrette just couldn't hold on to this one.
Yeah, you have to be more careful when you're going down. That's when defenders are trying to strip the ball
You
out.
got to hold on to that, Blunt.
Oh, here was kind of an interesting play. Luck loses his footing. He falls down, tries to get rid of the ball while he's on his rump.
It was
I
smart,
don't get this, man.
but it wasn't perceived
What don't you
correct.
get?
Well, I don't get how they called it a safety. To me, he's down right there, right?
Right, but nobody's touched him. So his entire body is in the end zone.
But he threw it away.
And then there was a receiver over there.
He threw it away.
According to Dean Blandino, it was because his entire body was in the end zone. That's why it was ruled a safety. Ben Roethlisberger, he had 5 touchdown passes. He just said, let's go ahead and make it a nice 6.
I like those uniforms, too. Wow.
He prefers even numbers. Andrew Luck, all he could do was look on. A big, big win for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin and company.
I got Marshall Falk here as
great
well.
day.
And a great day as
I
another Hall of
love
Famer.
that dude.
Mean Joe Green has his number retired. Only the second Steeler ever have that honor, along with Bernie Stoddard.
How can they just be retiring his number?
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
That's the best commercial ever by Apple.
Ever.
Thanks.
Second quarter, 7-zip Baltimore, and we got, a fumble by Taliaferro, and it is picked up by Bryce McCain and returned 26 yards to the Ravens' 27.
You remember them old Steelers defense, man? They used to always get all those turnovers.
Big Ben coming off a 6-touchdown performance, hits Antonio Brown. He gets dragged down. There's flags all over the field.
That
Now,
right there, that says something else, too.
Seriously.
For a little guy, he has a vicious stiff arm.
hey, Big Ben saying, there were 3 fouls on one play against Baltimore. We'll take one of them at least. And then Roethlisberger to Le'Veon Bell out of the backfield, something he does very well.
You rarely see a back shoulder fade to a running
It's
back.
called 3 down back, young backs.
Anyway, I got it on the Zach Mettenberger selfie train. That's nice. And then Joe Flacco.
That was a great pass. That was perfectly thrown. That was a 5 route to Worlds. That was perfect.
Right, as I said, that Pittsburgh Steelers defense getting the turnovers like they used to.
And it's the old man, James Harrison, getting the free run.
You know what? He didn't have his legs when he first came back, but they're back now.
Yeah, he's lost almost 15 pounds.
That's a lot of weight, man.
3 plays later, Big Ben to Martavis Bryant, the rookie.
And the addition right there, man, over the last few weeks of that young man stepping on the football field, playing the way he's been playing with cool. Antonio Brown has been off the charts.
Well, here's Roethlisberger to Marcus Wheaton at the end of the first half with under a minute to go. Beats Ladarius Webb, and the Steelers are up 20-10. Then on the extra point, this is when you know things are going good for you. Brad Wing from Australia, from Melbourne, the 2-point conversion on the bobbled snap to Matt Spade.
I've never seen that work.
Hit it with his hand.
Have you ever seen that work in the NFL? I've never seen that
They would
work.
have done.
No, never before.
Third quarter, Steelers up by the same score, 22-10. LeGarrette Blount taking it right up the middle.
Nobody want to hit that. Hey,
But look at T-Sizzle coming in from behind and almost taking out his knees. Watch this.
T-Sizzle, that ain't
You
right,
know what?
man.
I've been asking, why isn't that a penalty in the NFL?
That's not right.
Gave him one today.
It is.
Right.
It is on Sunday night, and then it got real chippy.
It's not right.
See,
If y'all really want to fight, you wait till the game's over.
See,
You really
Le'Veon
don't
Bell,
want to fight.
you don't mess with D lineman, man. I'm just letting you know. You talk and walk.
Yeah,
Talk essentially and walk.
How you hitting this man on that grass like that?
That's what Sizzle anyway.
Well, you know, Brett Kiesel's employing his troops to stay smart.
I like Keith.
I mean, that facial hair is unbelievable.
You think that thing itch?
What?
Ask
Ain't got
Ryan
dandruff.
Fitzpatrick. He's got the same one. How about this move by Antonio Brown?
Let's go.
Hey, Coach Tomlin says he calls him cool, and the rest of the receivers are in the game. They're just cool in the game,
Marshall
and when they
just
get
said
going,
he has
they
a
go.
deadly stiff arm for
It's
a man
vicious.
inside.
I'm telling you, it is vicious.
I just love the way they play, too. Ooh.
NFL's leading receiver. Now the ensuing kick, Jacoby Jones.
Oh, we showing it for one reason.
He's a big player, boo-boo. It's got to be a big play.
It is a huge play. 108 yards. 5th career kickoff return for a score by Jones. And you know who should have stopped him? Yep, that guy. We all remember what happened last Thanksgiving.
He should have been an MVP of the Super Bowl, but that's a whole nother thing.
All right, here comes Big Ben, Martavis Bryant. He's got 10 catches so far in 3 games as a pro. 5 have gone for 6 points.
I don't know why they had him sitting early in the season, but whatever has woken him up, stay up. That boy's playing ball.
Oh, by the way,
they need him.
That's a 5-touchdown game for Roethlisberger. Make it 6 because on 4th down, they're going for it to Matt Spade. He did get in. He did not get down. So that's 12 touchdowns in a 2-week span, most in NFL history for Big Ben. Passes in his last 2 games. What would he do against the Jets, who've only given up 24 passing touchdowns?
Rex Ryan is not having that.
I get it. You know what? It was the Jets putting the ball in the air. Play fake by Michael Vick to T.J. Graham, who was T.D. Graham on this play. That's the longest play for the Jets this year, 67 yards. And it's 10-zip.
Wow.
Now, the big deal for Pittsburgh on this Sunday, turnovers. Antonio Brown leads leading receiver, coughs it up.
So unlike him.
Jaquan Jarrett recovers. And then...
Coach, that didn't even look like a catch.
Yeah, they looked at it. They said it was. On 2nd and 11, watch Vic do this to Bryce McCain.
Good job by Chris Ivey.
I feel bad for Bryce.
Stay down. You get juked like that, just stay down and act like your ankles hurt.
Yeah, turf monster got him. That's what happens.
Ouch.
3 plays later, Vic to Jace Favaro.
Doing like that.
And I hope you're watching this, JETS fans who haven't won since opening day against the Raiders. You're up 17-zip in the first quarter. And it got worse for the Steelers. Big Ben looking for Martavis Bryant, who's come up huge. Tip drill and picked off by Jaquan Jarrett. He went to Jarrett. He had a huge day to this kid.
Nah, he went to Big Ben.
You know, the Jets had forced a league low 3 turnovers. They got 4 on Sunday.
The perfect storm.
And by the way, it got worse for Antonio Brown, who had 2 career fumbles before Sunday. He left with 4 career fumbles. I don't know what happened to Pittsburgh.
Well, we've seen this with Pittsburgh before, though. Unbelievable swings of looking good and looking bad.
And now Roethlisberger, plenty of time dissect the defense, but nowhere to go except to he went to Jared.
Come on, Big Ben.
That was a touchdown last week.
Come on now. Yeah, nobody was behind the guy last week.
Sexy Rexy gets the win, but everybody wants to know what happened to Big Ben and crew.
Show you the pictures from Tennessee. Ben Roethlisberger trying to bounce back from that very disheartening performance at the Jets in week number 10. And Zach Mettenberger looking for his first win as a starter. Titans have it down 3-0. This 1st and 10. Mettenberger throwing left for Justin Hunter. Picked off by William Gay, who's taking it to the house for the pick 6.
And this will be a telltale sign to a play that Mettenberger calls right before halftime. Gay gets the interception, takes this ball to the house. Now, typically, a cornerback gets a little hungry and starts to peek a little bit in the backfield.
But Nate, you're late on the outside like that. Corner's just waiting to make that play.
For sure.
Roethlisberger, guys, struggled. Missed a couple of throws that he usually makes.
Put a little too much air on the ball.
Yeah, he had Martavis, the talented rookie, open early. He was just a little late getting the ball to him right here. And just a 3-man rush right there, but the coverage down the field kind of held up, and Ben looked like he almost sacked himself on that play.
Quentin Groves, the sack. Steelers would punt it. They get it back. Roethlisberger deep into the end zone for Bryant, but his pass again is incomplete. Just didn't look sharp at this point. A couple of plays later, a 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger throwing for Antonio Brown, but intercepted by Jason McCourty. Tennessee would take over.
Yeah, this was a blitz. Ben Roethlisberger not on the same page as wide receiver. Late with the throw, you get an interception.
But Mettenberger capitalized. Takes a shot down the field. Where's the defense? Nate Washington, the ex-Steeler, doing it against his old mates.
What was he looking at right there?
You know what that cornerback was looking at?
Yeah, he was looking for a pick 6
He
too.
was looking for a pick 6 part 2. That's exactly what he was looking for. You got to give credit to the play caller. Going at the corner who has an interception. That's bold. Saying you got confidence in your quarterback, and a great route by Nate Washington. Big time play right before halftime.
80 yards for the score. Steelers fans getting a little nervous. 3rd quarter, Pittsburgh trying to atone, but protection a huge issue in this game.
Well, they brought 7. They brought 7 right there, and, the linebackers all came, and Ben back-to-back sacks right here. And, the Steelers were looking to get a little greedy right there, looking for some of the deeper routes. Pittsburgh would fix this because that was the last time Ben would get touched.
5th sack of Roethlisberger. Steelers would be forced to punt. Mettenberger, guys, had some nice moments. Catch and run. Jason Hunter, 36 yards for the first down.
Arm strength never an issue with Mettenberger. When he has a clean pocket, you see him deliver some strikes tonight.
Well, Chase Kaufman was in the news this week. Was fined $30,000 for blindsiding a Ravens assistant last week. A lot of people thought maybe he'd be suspended. He wasn't, and what a play by
First
Kaufman.
NFL catch right here. First NFL touchdown catch. Went way up to get that one.
Tennessee up 24-13 at that point. You thought maybe the Steelers were in some trouble. Ensuing possession, the escapability of Roethlisberger, 4 yards for the hard-fought first down.
We're going to say his name a whole lot here in the second half. Le'Veon Bell, some game, and he's just one of the more fun backs in this league to watch. His ability just to be patient, stop, start, and control his speeds.
So the 4th quarter, still an 11-point game. Very first play of the 4th. Bell, guys, was just balling in that 4th quarter.
And you got to give the offensive line a lot of credit there. Heath Miller included in that. They were man-on-man, giving a crease to Bell, and he had quite a night.
Next Steelers possession, Bell taking the handoff and taking a couple of defenders for a 10-yard ride for the first down. This is a 3rd and 2 play. Roethlisberger, short throw to Bell, already breaking Steelers records for receptions by a running back this season. 3 plays later, Roethlisberger selling the play action well, throwing to the end zone to find Antonio Brown, and the Steelers back in front.
Give me a comparison for Antonio Brown, Nate. What do you got?
He is.
I got Allen Iverson. That's the one I got.
Allen Iverson in pass.
I like that, DJ.
Derek Hagan.
He's the answer right now.
Makes the catch short of the first down, so the Titans would have to punt. Ensuing Pittsburgh possession. Bell the handoff, 10 yards and another first down as they chew up some of those precious seconds. Very next play, Bell again. He was the bell cow tonight.
This is how you melt the clock. This is the definition of a 4-minute drill right here. What the Steelers did to bleed this clock and to secure this victory.
Patient to explode through. That's what you want to do as a running back, and you saw an example of it tonight with Bell.
Boy, they just dared Tennessee's defense to stop that running game behind Bell. They couldn't do it.
All right, Saints have lost 3 straight games all at home, so they're taking their show on the road. facing Big Ben and the Steelers. He's 8-2 coming off a bye, by the way.
It shocks me here, boys.
Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown, a gain of 21, but nobody's focused on that. Watch what happened to Roethlisberger. He's given Curtis Lofton a high five on the follow-through, which we do not suggest.
Why would you say nobody was focused?
Well, because that's the big part of the play. Well, he hurt his hand when they're looking at it.
Yeah, it's only going to hurt when you throw a bad pass.
Okay.
See, next play's handed off to Le'Veon Bell, left-handed.
We got some in the locker room.
I hear you. I'm just telling you what happened.
As Charles Shackelford would say, he's amphibious.
Yeah.
No.
I've been hurt before.
Roethlisberger has been hurt and showed up.
Yeah.
That drive led to a Schweizem field goal and a 6-0 lead. Pick it up in the second quarter. Steelers down 7-6. Roethlisberger looking for Darius Hayward-Bay, but it's Kenny Vaccaro picking it off.
Watch, I guarantee his hand hurt.
Saints' first INT in the last 112 pass attempts.
He tried to throw the ball to Hayward-Bay. His head got to be hurt.
Hey, for the first time in weeks, the Saints offense looked like the Saints offense, which was kind of shocking because they never threw the ball on Sunday to Jimmy Graham.
I tell you what, though, boy, when that dude right there is in the game plan, some shady Grady is happening. Kenny Stills, hey, still alive.
That's a gain of 44.
I don't know why.
Then 3 plays later, Breeze to Eric Lorig.
Get in there.
His second career touchdown. Yes, Jimmy Graham did not get targeted, but Eric Lorig scored a touchdown.
Jimmy, man, somewhere right now.
Jimmy got to work.
Third
man.
quarter, Roethlisberger. Watch this effort by Cam Jordan, the Pro Bowler. Knocking it, first career pick.
I see you, Cam.
Saints opportunistic on this day.
Got one Cam ball.
Hey, y'all remember Al Toon?
I love
career
him. I
touchdown.
played against Al too.
All right, here's my Nick Toon friends. His kid scored his first NFL touchdown.
Nick Toon back.
Yes, sir.
No, it ain't
Look at
either.
that.
And the Saints are up 21-6.
I like that right there, man.
My
He has to do a few more things to get in that 88 club, though.
All right, so Roethlisberger's got to get back at it. A little bickering on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's like, you score. You stop somebody. You score. You just shut up and stop somebody.
They couldn't stop Le'Veon Bell, who had 254 total yards on this
bad man.
Did you hear what he had?
That's what they said.
254.
You stop somebody. He said, won't you score? He said, won't you y'all stop somebody?
But here come the Saints.
exactly
Breeze
what
with
they
his
like.
9th career
Lord.
5-touchdown game, tied with Peyton Manning for
Kenny
most all
Steele.
time. That's
That's-
Kenny Steele.
That's that 3-pump you was talking about right there.
Yeah, whenever he hits you with a pump, his transition is so beautiful.
That's a double
You go
move,
to
baby.
sleep on the
Watch
double.
it.
Watch this double.
Ride La Costa Canyon.
Hey.
You see Ike?
Young cornerbacks, when you look, you took. Believe that.
What did Ike? What?
The Saints snapped a 3-game slide. They improved to 5-7. They're
Yeah,
still in that thing in the
yeah.
NFC South. Steelers and Bengals are going to meet twice in the final month of the season. Big Ben taking his show on the road, but it's the other quarterback taking center stage here. Andy Dalton so pumped for his TCU Horned Frogs in the... Yeah, maybe not. But it was his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
Great game plan, man.
And Andy Dalton can move, man. Hugh Jackson may got a little fancy in there, too.
I'll tell you who can move. Le'Veon Bell. He can run it. He can catch it out of the backfield. Here's Exhibit B, Your Honor. Look at this move.
He can ring your bell.
Ring your bell, my bell.
That's gonna be his song, that deal. Go on, give it up.
Yeah.
You know, you like to sing. That's you. You sing that for him.
I sung that
Last
earlier.
play of the
Did you
third
sing it
quarter,
earlier?
Dalton
That's
to
good. I
A.J.
Let me
Green.
I'm on that deal with you. Every time you hear it, I'm gonna pick it up behind you. When you get it going, I'm with you. And that's Money Green right there, too, now. Money Green went
First
off.
career 200-yard day for him. Get this, Steelers' 4th straight game where they've allowed a touchdown pass of at least 65 yards.
That's ridiculous, man.
Ugh,
that's
that's
why
awful.
being looking like that.
On to the 4th. Hey, guys, look who it is. It's Le'Veon Bell.
Ring his bell.
Come on. Let's go.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a.
You got to own it, Mike. If you're going to do it, own it.
Man, listen, you got me singing. I can't sing and dance. They show that on Dance with the Stars.
Led to a
Don't dance
Schweizem
with the
field
stars.
goal.
Yeah.
Critical play here. Dalton drops it, trying to put it in the belly of Jeremy Hill. Arthur Moats recovers.
Michael,
Dalton said afterward it's just a case of miscommunication.
just like the economy. Every week, you come
killed
back.
All right, you guys, are we ready here?
killed me.
I got another highlight coming up.
The same old thing.
Le'Veon Bell.
Hey, you know what, man? This kid here, LT said it earlier. I wish Marshall was here. LT said it earlier that this guy's the best back in the game.
That's
3
something
straight
right there.
games, 200-plus yards from scrimmage. Only one other player's done that since 1960. That was Walter Payton in
Oh, that's a
1977.
beautiful play right here now, Time.
Big Ben to Martavis Bryant. He's got 7 touchdowns in 7 games.
That boy, you know what? He's running much faster than he looks like he's running.
Well, that DB was running real slow.
Right, man. I mean, that was just a runaway.
And then, speaking of running away, look who it is.
How many times did you get to run the same play?
What happened, Mike?
It's a Dion song. I'm his backup singer. It's his song. He's the
When have you ever played backup on anything?
I can't steal this song, man. Because when it's coming to singing and dancing, I'm backing up.
Steelers and the first place Falcons, who are without the league's leading receiver, Julio Jones. Second quarter, Matt Ryan picked off by William Gay.
You can't do that, Matt. You can't do that.
Now, the last 4 times William Gay's had an interception, it's been a pick 6.
That's just
the longest streak since '91. He's got 3 of them this year.
Dion, he didn't hold it up. Dion ain't here. Don't worry about it.
And then
you're in his house doing the peekaboo dance.
Second quarter, it's 13-7. This is a day of record breakers. Look at Antonio Brown with a tippy toe.
That dude right there.
That's a bad man.
One of his 10 catches, a franchise single-season record, 115.
AB, you a bad man.
Can you imagine him and T.Y. Hilton on a Little League team together? They were doing it together.
And then Ben Roethlisberger, his 4th 4,000-yard passing season, this 30-yard gain to Marcus Wheaton, so he would break his own Steelers record.
Coming on.
And the best cutaway ever, him tying his shoe. Do the bunny ears. Do the bunny ears. There you go. And then Le'Veon Bell.
Best back in the league right now. I said it.
Broke Barry Foster's 22-year-old franchise record for yards from scrimmage. Gosh, he can do it all. And now, don't forget about Roddy White. 60-second touchdown. That is a Falcons team record, breaking a tie with Michael Turner.
Oh, that's all right there.
Michael Turner. All right, so the Steelers up by 7. 2 minutes to go, 3rd and 1. You're going to try and run it out, right?
I love this call.
Oh, Heath Miller. Look at the old man getting downfield.
Listen, Atlanta was selling out against the run all day. They refused to let Le'Veon Bell beat them. That was a great call. Hey, Todd Haley, big ups to you.
Men of Steel have won 6 of their last 8. And now over to the AFC, where the Steelers win and they're in as long as their stadium doesn't catch on fire. Be careful out there. Taking on the Chiefs. The Steelers' D was a little bit better on Sunday, thanks to the pass rush against Alex Smith. James Harrison been balling since he was unretired.
That's right. There's a lot of folks out there on the street that can ball.
Maybe you should think about it. Just saying.
I don't fit no one salary cap.
Okay, and then it's Cam Hayward getting him. Smith was sacked 6 times on the day. Now, 3-3 game in the second quarter. Andy Reid's like, we're not going to throw it in, so let's do a little trickery on the field goal. Travis Kelce, watch him. Dustin Colquitt hits him, and he gets tackled, but he does get a first down. So
Great call.
There's that.
It's always a great call when it works.
And so that's good news because maybe we finally get to see a receiver for Kansas City score a touchdown.
You know how hard it is for no receiver to score a touchdown all year long?
Come on, Dwayne Bowe was in his mitts, then knocked away by Antoine Blake. They just get a field goal, make it 6-3. But Le'Veon Bell punches it in. Steelers are up 10-6 at the break. On to the third, same score. Kansas City driving. All right, just put the ball in Jamal Charles' hands. Something good will happen for the Steelers' defense in this case. He coughs it up. Pittsburgh recovers. Every turnover is reviewed, so give it a look. It's kind of hard to tell, not conclusive.
Big 9-1 came hunting from the inside.
So turnover stands. Mike Tomlin, he almost went to the crowd. He was so excited. But how about this? Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown, Prime.
One of the best in the business. Gets 5 catches, probably 70-80 yards. It seemed like every week.
And how about Roethlisberger? Almost gets tripped up by Vance Walker, stays with it, and finishes the play. Steelers off to the postseason for the first time since 2011. They'll play the Bengals for the division championship next Sunday night. AFC North would be decided. Both the Steelers and Bengals already in the postseason party. A.J. Green, bum bicep, he's playing. Ben Roethlisberger wasn't even out for pregame warmups. He's got a sick stomach.
Don't do it. You know what I know. You don't want to kick to this.
Look at Antonio Brown. Just doing his thing, just following the line all the way back across the field. 3 career punt returns for scores, all against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow.
In that span, the Bengals have only given up 3 punt returns for touchdowns, all of them to Antonio Brown. My gosh.
That's a nice flip.
Wow. 7-zip. Next Bengals drive. Andy Dalton looking for A.J. Green, but it's picked off by Bryce McCain.
That's on A.J. right there. A.J. cut that route off, man. It was a pump and go.
You got to go.
Yeah, you got to go. You can't stop just because he had it covered. You got to go.
Dalton's thrown 26 INTs when targeting Green since 2011, most in the NFL in that span.
Dog wants to say that right there, man. I know you say me a lot of times, man, but you just keep. Okay, I'm sorry. I ain't going to say nothing to you.
All right, well, Dalton finds Brandon Tate for a gain of 14, and the Bengals are in the red zone. And then Dalton flipping it out to Giovanni Bernard. He is
I like
great
this
at
play.
catching.
I like this play. Dalton ad-libs with his legs, flips it to Gio. Oh, yeah, and the little man can get up.
That's what it's like, boy, when Jeremy Hill running the ball like he's running.
And we are tied at 7. Next Steelers possession. 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger loses it, and it's Wallace Gilberry who falls on it.
I like that last name,
Gilberry.
I don't know what pounce he did right there.
It's a sudden snap.
Would lead to a Bengals field goal and a 10-7 lead.
That's a new term in NFL, sudden snap.
Tied at 10 in the second. Dalton looking for A.J. Green again, but it's Bryce McCain on the tip drill.
Tip drill.
We saw A.J. get busted up on Monday night on one of those balls where he had to extend.
What you trying to say? The man scared?
No.
It's good to
I'm saying
see a young corner step in when Ike Taylor
Did I
down
say he was scared?
and he ball out.
Yeah, you sound like that.
I didn't. No. What did my word say?
That A.J. Green was scared?
Okay. Here's Roethlisberger.
If y'all two don't keep it up, I can go home if y'all two.
I'm right with you. Look behind you in the show. Don't look in your rearview mirror because I'll be right there.
Third quarter, Roethlisberger to Le'Veon Bell. This one got ugly. Bell upended by Reggie Nelson. Marshall, what'd you see?
Hyperextended knee is I was talking about this in the back. But here's the thing, man. And we hadn't seen it in a while because guys actually started targeting a little bit higher, up and around the waist. But right there, as soon as, and we don't talk about this much, that's going to happen, is always going to come into play when you take the hits away from the head.
Well, that's a 230-pound back. Where you going to hit him?
His replacement, Dree Archer, whiffed on the blitz, and then Roethlisberger rushed, picked off by Nelson. Flags all over the place that were offsetting, but you can see that they dearly miss Bell for a multitude of reasons. Running the ball, catching it, and blocking as well. So the Bengals get it. Andy Dalton to A.J. Green, who is not scared. He is not scared.
Right there, he didn't have to jump. The ball was right on him.
Then on to the 4th. Dalton to Jermaine Gresham. The good news is he gets into the end zone. The bad news is he injures his back on the play.
Yeah, he's cramping right there,
yeah.
right? He's cramping there.
His back?
I know, he grabbed his leg, but it was
but
back.
I think he was hurt earlier. He was in there fighting today, battling hard with a lot of injuries.
Well, who's in front of him?
All right, next Steelers possession. It's a fake punt, and this is a complete disaster for the Steelers.
You know what's so funny about this play? I was just talking to Herb. I'm telling you, we're going to run this fake. If you get in trouble, throw it. Somebody going to catch it. Because if you bat it down, you get the ball where they started to play.
Right. So here comes Dalton to A.J. Green, who's not scared. But he does fumble. A great play by Antoine Blake, who stripped it and recovered it. And watch the hit that Green took on the way down. Not there,
great play by
but
Blake.
There by Mike Mitchell.
Yeah.
That was tough right there, man. This guy here is such a great player, man. Such a great warrior. I know.
But the ball coming out hurt more than that hit.
You trying to say that?
Then Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown, who got past Drake Kirkpatrick.
Boy, if you don't get out of the way.
That boy,
Martavis Bryant almost tackled him, man.
He did that from Miami, Florida, man. That's a bad.
I tried to tell y'all years ago, that's a grown man.
He finished the year with 129 grabs. Only Marvin Harrison had more in a single season. He had 143.
Pay that man again.
Knock it down, everybody.
Well, guess who's the champ?
That's where you at with it?
The
raised it up.
Pittsburgh
I'm up here.
Steelers, 10-point winner and champions of the AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
There we go.
Here we go. Captain Khaki on hand. I think Jim knows that nobody from these teams are actually still eligible to play for Michigan, right? Including Le'Veon Bell, who went to Michigan State and was ineligible for this game because he's injured with a hyperextended knee. Ben Tate, signed off the scrap heap this week. His fourth touch. What happened, LT?
Coughed it up, man.
Thank God for Antonio Brown in more ways than one.
Yes.
Next play, that's Josh Harris. 9 career carries for him coming into the game for the undrafted.
That's my man.
Yeah,
hoping for him to get off, huh?
Now, Big Ben, you saw what he did last game against the Ravens earlier this year, 6 TD tosses. Well, what did he do this time? He got a hefty helping of Nada, who was back after serving his 4-game suspension.
He's got to get rid of that ball.
Sooner than later.
And then Joe Flacco. He throws a pretty good deep ball. This one to Jacoby Jones. It's incomplete. However, we have a flag on the play.
It's a horrible call.
Unnecessary roughness on Mike Mitchell.
This is a horrible call.
Receiver, he hit him to the face. Come on,
yeah,
man.
but if he had jumped like the defender had jumped, it would have been hit right in the chest.
All right, on to the second quarter. This is the same Baltimore drive. It's your buddy Justin Forsett. What makes him so good, Deshaun?
Man, he's tight through them spaces, man. He know how to get up the field and hit that hole hard.
All right, first and goal. It's Bernard Pierce.
Nice patience.
Dust him off. Where's he been?
Well, he's been there. You know, you just need to use him on the goal line, apparently.
Oh, welcome home, Booby. It's 7-3 Baltimore. Steelers ensuing drive. Roethlisberger to his security blanket. Watch this. The spin move. This is on 3rd and 10. Heath Miller. That's what Roethlisberger does so well, guys.
Yeah, but that same thing gets you in trouble.
And it did later on, but Mike Tomlin's like, yeah, watch this. Just getting out of the grasp of some very large men.
How does he do it?
Hold on.
How does he do it? Who knows?
And then 3 plays later, 3rd and 1, Roethlisberger. Going for it to Antonio Brown, but he gets shoved out of bounds.
Got to put that ball in there.
On that play, he had it wide open earlier. He has to deliver that.
Steelers had to settle for a Sean Schweizum field goal.
Almost.
And they were down 1 at the break. On to the third quarter, Pittsburgh down 13-9. Roethlisberger looking for the rookie, Martavis Bryant. And you tell me, Deshaun, is this PI or is it incidental contact?
I'm a wide receiver, so, you know, I'm biased to say PI, but that was incidental contact. He tripped over his foot, so, you know, that was a good call by the referee not making that one.
As you can see, there's the trip. Inadvertent. No flag on the play. Mike Tomlin, your thoughts?
And these are the best of the best officials that's officiating these games.
All right, so Joe Flacco, we're having a senior moment. That's Steve Smith Sr.
The young fella.
Comes to play every day.
My boy.
Picking it off the head of Bryce McCain, who's been really good the last few weeks. And then Flacco keeping it alive on 3rd down. He pulls off a Roethlisberger, throwing it to Torrey Smith for the touchdown.
6.
Smith with 11 touchdown grabs. That was a career high this year. Big Ben just wondering what happened. Well, watch James Harrison just at the last second by Osemele get pushed away, and that kept the play alive for Flacco. So here comes Pittsburgh on their ensuing drive. Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. And
you got to give him a chance to play the game. You can't throw it out of bounds when he's one-on-one with a safety.
Then Roethlisberger sacked by Elvis Dumervil. Had a monster Pro Bowl year for the Ravens. Roethlisberger sacked 5 times on the day. On to the 4th. Baltimore ball leading 20-9. And here it is, Deshaun. Hit him up. Text him.
I'm pissed.
Okay, you got it. That's a good way to put it.
Right.
So Justin Forsett fumbles it, and the Steelers recover in Baltimore territory.
That is a bad feeling, man.
Steelers ensuing drive. Roethlisberger going up top for Antonio Brown. It's initially called a score, but upon further review, they would realize he was down at the half-yard line. Then after a penalty, Roethlisberger to the rookie Bryant. That's a touchdown. Gets the Steelers within 5. Now going for 2.
Great route. Big Ben has to put it on the receiver. Once again, he's late with the throw.
Picked off by Matt Elam. So the deficit remains 5. Ravens ensuing drive. Flacco on 3rd and 1 to Torrey Smith, and in the back of the end zone. Deshaun, don't you have to get your feet down on this?
Yeah, you got to tiptoe that one, man. We practice a lot during the week on that. You got to get them down, man. Just drag it. Just drag it.
Oh,
got to get it down. He gonna regret that one.
Instead, they had to settle for a Justin Tucker 52-yard field goal and an 8-point lead. Once again, no Le'Veon Bell. On 3rd and 4, Roethlisberger to Ben Tate, in and out of his mitts and picked off by T. Sizzle. But watch T. Sizzle. He's been doing the Suzanne Summers Thigh Master or something. Because watch where he catches this football.
Through the legs.
That's how you make a play, man.
Right between the twigs.
Veteran right there.
Tate just
To the
got
twigs.
there. You can't put him in that situation.
So the Ravens. Flacco to Crockett Gilmore, the rookie out of Colorado State, his second career touchdown, and the Ravens have a 15-point lead.
Give a lot of credit to the Ravens. Most teams would have just ran the ball out right now and just try to eat up clock, and they came out throwing.
Then Roethlisberger throws it to Dree Archer. He gets into the end zone. Penalty on the play, however, would nullify the touchdown. Offensive holding. So your next play, Roethlisberger, dumped by Courtney Upshaw, and Big Ben has his bell rung. You can see helmet into frozen turf, or at least chilly turf out there. Bruce Gradkowski would come in for 3 plays, and then Roethlisberger comes back in, and maybe it wasn't such a good idea. Picked off by Darian Stewart in the end zone. Steelers would add a safety on a blocked punt, but it doesn't matter because Baltimore, for the 6th time under John Harbaugh, wins on opening weekend for them in the playoffs, and they will move on next Saturday to play the top seed in the AFC, the New England Patriots.